Alright, what's up, guys? Excuse me. Just gonna test the sound here for a few seconds. And when I'm done testing the sound, I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock here. If you're watching the recording of this, just fast forward about 5 minutes into the stream. So, checking the sound. Hello, testing, testing, testing. Alright, so I've tested the sound. That should be okay for now. I'm trying out a new position for the mic. So I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. If you're watching the recording, just fast forward 5 minutes. Alright. All right, and I'm back. What's up? I was just posting on the platforms, the Facebook and the Twitter, that I was live here. Just getting a bullshit message here. Always people trying to sell me stuff. Alright, so let's get the show on the road. Just trying to close out here a few tabs. So my main objective with this new mic here was obviously to get a better sound and to get the sound from the fan of the computer away from the videos. I am not seeing that happening because I think that you guys can still hear the sound of the fan. Hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Let's see how TradingView it's lagging a bit as usual. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reduce the lag without having to buy a new computer. And let's hide the time here and get a good sound. And the next step is to get a nicer image or video quality. So that's what's up with me. What was I going to do? So we have about 88 subscribers here on the Twitch platform, which is pretty nice. Hoping for this community to grow. Yeah, I was gonna update the numbers here. This is what I was gonna do. So it's 163, 729. Wins were just checking out the spreadsheet here. Where is 77.86? 77.86. So I'm pretty much still maintaining my percentage. I was kind of hoping that, or I am kind of hoping that 12, that my percentage will get higher as we go on. Obviously it is the summertime, which is no, it's the 7th, which can be hard to trade, but I am going to a lot of people, a lot of traders take time off during the summertime. The market can be harder. So we have it all up to date here, the numbers and everything. So let's get started with the charts. I'm hoping to see some faces here in the room today, but if not, that's fine. That is fine. I am just gonna take a look at my portfolio, do what I do, and if someone joins, fantastic. If not, that's that, and this will be up on YouTube. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, please do so. Everything that old thing. So let's start by checking out the euro dollar here. So since the Brexit, we have been consolidating. We've been keeping inside these two borders here, this high and this low here. Or I already have a line there, so I'll just use that. So we can track this thing out here. So kinda trading inside this channel, if you will. So obviously I will be taking notice if the market gets into this box here, my green box. I'm gonna clean up here a bit as I go on. And I'm gonna take the moving average line away. Don't really use that. Still, it's nice to see it sometimes. And trading view here is acting up super slow. I feel like it has to warm up. So we're not quite in that area, which we have been trading within for the last few weeks. This might be an opportunity though, depending on how this candle will close. We might hold this line here, hold this area, hold this level. Just trying to make it straight. So we did come up to this level here. As you can see, the previous two times we respected it, and we did come here during the news events last Friday and respected the level, came back down, and have been gradually going back up to this to the level here. We are quite overbought on the RSI. We did have this small looking pin bar here, so seems to be a harmonic pattern here into the level as well. just draw that on. I might need to start using the Ninja Trader this or buy a new computer, one or the other. This lagging is really annoying. Seems that we do have a harmonic pattern here, as you can see. So overbought RSI, harmonic pattern. I do appreciate looking back here, respecting these two lines. I'm not that excited about it, this level here, since we got this higher level here. Above, definitely a day trading opportunity though. Might even have a let's see what we have here. Looks to be a bad pattern. So we don't quite hit the 6.8, so not on Gartley alert. And this for me hits the 38. And the 6.18, so we might get involved here. So this is how it looks. I mean, come on. You gotta be... I'm sorry, I have absolutely no patience when it comes to the charts lagging. I know I've said that a lot during this. During this live streams, but I'm gonna check something out here. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try closing this down, see what happens. Spotify opened as well, that's bullshit. So close that down too. Let's quit this. Maybe it's just that I have too much shit opened. That could be it. What else have? Okay. Yeah, it's actually better. let's check out the risk to reward on this. ATR is 8 pips. I'm gonna go 8 pips above the highest. So 20 pips here, which takes us slightly into our green zone. 20 pips to gain 66. Slightly less than a 3-to-1. And you can see that the market is respecting this level here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the last hour or so. A little bit longer. So I'm getting excellent risk to reward here on this bad pattern, and I am going to take the trade, which means I have to open up the what's it called? The VMware Fusion, which I use because I'm using a Mac, and NinjaTrader is not available on Macintosh. Which is bullshit in today's society. I am currently short the dollar CAD and the New Zealand US dollar. They are moving against each other, so I'm up a few pips on that one. I'm guessing I'll be stopped out on either trade, hopefully hitting targets on the other and coming out in a profit on that. So we have 11 minutes till the close of the candle. Restoring virtual machine state. We are forming this pennant pattern here, which is not great, considering that is a trend continuation pattern. We're trading inside this thing right here. Check down to the 5 minutes. I'm actually gonna wait for a break of this pennant here, either to the upside, which I obviously won't be. I won't be trading it then, but if you close below, we could short it here. In the meantime, I'm just gonna open up a separate chart on the NinjaTrader chart and watch it. Euro dollar. Come on. Connection server busy. I'll have to restart the NinjaTrader. Disconnect. Yes, I know you really want to disconnect. I do. Connect again. I'm gonna check out the since the last in the last stream, the sound was fine for about 40 minutes, but then went AWOL. I'm gonna check it once more here, just to see if it's holding. You can definitely hear the fan here. So, yes, what was I doing? NinjaTrader. Alright, I'm back on NinjaTrader. Open it up, chart, euro dollar. See if it works now. And you obviously can't see this because okay, so this is working. 5-minute chart. So I'm gonna watch out for the break here on the 5 minutes. See if this lags here. This actually doesn't. Yeah, it does a little. Alright, so I'm gonna be watching that on my other screen, and we shall continue if we get the break to the downside. I'm gonna short this. Obviously we get a little worse risk to reward, but we had almost a little better than a 3-to-1. So it's I'm comfortable risking a few more pips, and I'm not risking a few more pips. Just setting my risk reward in a slightly worse position. Since I have this excellent risk reward, and I know I'm taking this. This would be a 1 hour pattern, but since we have the the zone above, I want to make the stop loss quite tight. Either we're gonna break through here or not. So 20 pips. It's about 10 pips or so above the X leg here, or the highest point here. So we'll see if we can get the if we break through, and if we close above this, if we're gonna break through this and hit the stops and get sucked back down and then turn, I will be quite disappointed, I must admit. But I do not wanna risk too much. Well, the ATR on the 1 hour is 15, so that's not a lot more. 11, it's 26. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set it to 26. Above the highest point here, since this is slightly higher than the X leg, I'm gonna set it above this high point. The pattern is still valid. We haven't broken the X leg, so we haven't closed above the X leg, so the pattern is still valid. And now we are coming to a decision point on whether we're gonna this is a ugly looking bat pattern, I must say. I'm just gonna measure it out once more, just to be safe. See if this is in fact a bad pattern. Yep. Yep, it is. It is. So, no, I've been spending a lot of time here on the euro, but as you can see right here, I think we're pretty close to deciding whether we're gonna break through it or not. It's a little different here on Ninja Trader. Not much. I'm gonna pay attention to the Ninja Trader because that's obviously the data provider. Alright, I'm just gonna watch it and I'm gonna continue on to the next pair. So let's check out the pound dollar. And if you haven't watched the video I posted on YouTube last night, please feel free to do so. So I just made a video on my trading week last week. basically went over the week and how I started the first 3 days of the week losing about 200 pips, and I really went through and I thought about just taking a break, stop the bleeding, but decided not to do that, since it's really important that if you're in a mental state that you are able to trade, it's important to keep trading your trading plan. But obviously, if something happens to you and you're not able to think straight, of course I encourage you not to trade, especially if you're gonna be revenge trading, just trying to make stuff up. Alright, so on the euro we have got the break on my Ninja Trader, but I want to see the close as well. I want to see the candle close. Oh, relax though. I don't wanna ruin the risk reward. Still 3 minutes until the close of the candle, so this right here would be a nice stopping point to short it. You got the break, but not too much. Stop it. So we'll wait 3 minutes and see, check out what news are happening today. While we do so, the time is always getting yes, match it, man. Save settings. Alright, back. Oh my god. Let's do that one more time. Synchronize time. Save settings. Alright. And let's do this. Now we're in business. So not much to fear here today. We have some FOMC members speaking though. Due to deliver opening remarks at the Exploring Shadow Banking Conference in Washington. So according to Forex Factory, this is not a event that is gonna shake up the market too much. Obviously, if you're trading the smaller time frames, this can be important, but if you're swing trading, it's not gonna affect your trades that much. So 30 seconds, euro dollar going short. Don't die on me now, Ninja Trader. Oh my god, it has stopped working. Windows is checking for a solution to the problem. Well, this might take several minutes. Come on. Can't believe this. Oh my god. Piece of shit Windows. Alright, so this has stopped working. Alright, okay. I do not want to shut down. But I did anyway, so you can't see it, but I'm restarting the NinjaTrader platform. Everything just went haywire here. I do like the, even though we are getting sucked back down up here, I do like it. I like the retest here. I like the retest. Error, NinjaTrader can only be... Oh my god, can't believe this. Really like this candle here. Really do like this. I want to get a... Oh my god, I'm... This is ridiculous. It's just not opening up. Going to the task manager here. I'm gonna go online today and check for a new computer. This shouldn't be this hard. Nothing is responding. Do like it that they're holding the market is holding my entry. All right. connect. I'm not gonna be able to carry on through the portfolio until this thing is working. I found a nice website here. I'll show you the website while I'm waiting here. Found this website because I am so poor, and I can't stress this enough. I'm so poor with abbreviations, because it's important that you know the terms of your trade. Not trading, the trade being, a carpenter has to know the abbreviations for stuff. And this website here, forexlive.com, it has like a what's it called? Like a language dictionary. So these are the abbreviations that are most currently used by them, or as they say. So here's one: hawkish. We can receive this really often in when we're talking about the news. More hawkish than expected. That's good for currency. So what's hawkish, you might ask? A statement regarding monetary policy which implies tighter policy or higher rates. Right? So now, if there are if the statement regarding monetary policy implies tighter policies or higher rates, then more hawkish than expected. That's good for the currency. So, all right, euro, FN, dollar, market, short, nay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Gotta adjust the quantity here. Sell it. Sell market. Order failed. You can't hear it because I have the Ninja Lady in the headphones. Okay, so we're short the euro dollar. So I'm getting off this 5-minute chart here. 11:41 by according to NinjaTrader. I'm gonna check it out on according to TradingView. I'm gonna check it out on NinjaTrader. See if we have the same or similar data. So opening up charts here on euro dollar. chart. Yep. So I'm gonna set my stops here. So I am risking a little more than I wanted to. Just because we didn't get filled right here. So let's check out how the risk to reward actually looks. We entered around here. And we're going 15 above the highest high, so 30 pips. 30 pips, and that's 1140, right? So this is how this looks. I like it. We are short the euro dollar. On that note, I am going to go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just give me a second here. Alright, so I'm gonna post this on to setting the targets here so I can close order pending. So I'm gonna close this down here. So trading view will be a little quicker. Pepsi Max. Only for the brave. So, short the euro dollar. Short euro dollar. I'm going to publish this idea here on True Trading View. Just got short streaming live right now. Just got short targets and stops are on the chart. Streaming live. If you want to join me. a smiley face. And it's better to leave the link here. Publish this. See if anyone from TradingView joins us. And let's continue. Alright. Oops. Of course, this has to load and take all the time in the goddamn world. Okay. Finally. So the euro dollar out of the way. We can check out other trades, other trade setups. So let's check out the pound dollar here. We did break this trend line, which I drew it on the daily. What to expect? Well, we're coming into this previous structure here, right here, right here, right here. So I'm expecting from, of course, a technical standpoint. Of course, this is the pound, so I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure what happens when it comes to the pound. Things are still pretty what's the word? I don't really know what to expect. I mean, the EU breakup has not yet been, or Article 50 has not yet been entered, or they haven't. What's the word for it? They haven't. I forget, but it's still, they're still in the European Union until they activate. That's the word. They activate the order. They're still in the European Union, but since we're breaking this trend line here, I would expect a relief here. The RSI is, excuse me, the RSI is getting or is currently extremely overbought. This is not, I'm not interested in this right now at all. We might be getting to a pattern here. Let's check that out, or not, maybe. Nope, we don't hit the 50, so no pattern. I mean, there is basically nowhere. If I were to enter this trade, I would want to set my stops above these highs here, and obviously that's way too far away. So nothing that really interests me on the pound here. So let's just go straight to the dollar yen. Interesting move on the dollar yen here. We've been trending downwards since 30th of June, basically. So, but we did break, we got a break to the upside here. As you can see, we had I drew in this trend line, and we did break through it. We never got the relief though. Never did got the pullback to the trend line. We just skyrocketed upwards, and we are coming, or we have gone past this the highest point since Brexit. So currently we are, if this candle here closes above this high right here, I am my bias will become bullish. So what to expect? Of course, depending on this candle here, we haven't broken through. If I zoom in here, if I take the high right here, the C, if you can see that, and place my dotted line, we haven't broken through yet. So this candle here will determine my bias on the pound, or excuse me, the dollar yen here. We could get sucked back down, which would be a excellent opportunity for a short here. We get a nice risk to reward on it. We could shoot for targets. I mean, I would feel comfortable shooting for targets down in here, somewhere in this area. I might take half off right here, or at least set the trade to break even. We can set the Fibonacci retracement. And you can see that the 38 kind of lines up with this structure point right here, and the 618 kinda lines up with the structure right here. So shooting for targets, and this is only if this candle here gets sucked back down, giving us a pin bar. I'm just speculating what I would personally do if we would get a nice looking pin bar here, which is not currently happening, obviously. If we close here above, I would change my analysis. And there's 2 minutes until the next candle, so this candle is gonna close above here, so we don't even have to worry about shorting this. So what to expect right now? I would expect a relief though. We're probably gonna get some relief at some point, so this might look something like this. Probably gonna get a pullback here to the previous structure and continue upwards. If I could just get my line on TradingView, thank you. So right now TradingView is lacking like a motherfucker. So why is that? And for all of you guys that are just joining, I welcome you. and you can feel free to leave a comment in the chat box. You can follow me if you want to. Hit the follow button here on the left. And yeah, I only have one rule here in this live room, that is respect other people's opinion. Even though you might not have the same opinion, I really don't care. There are 1,000 ways to trade the market, and we will never all agree. So please, if you're gonna say something or express your opinion, I am gonna respect your opinion. So please do the same for me and other people. I mean, I can't express how much I hate people that quote unquote have to be right. I mean, if someone's gonna say something to someone else that you are not right, this is gonna happen, I mean, I really don't give a shit. Then just leave the stream. I've never understood how and why people come to other people's streams or live rooms or whatever and just start criticizing and stuff like that. I do get that we are not gonna agree on everything. This is my trading. These are my opinions. I am not encouraging anyone to trade or copy what I do. So yeah, that's my only rule. So on the dollar yen, if we continue here on the dollar yen, I would expect something like this to happen here. I won't be trading it though. We do have, as you can see right here, we have this nice looking structure level looking left. So the relief I was talking about is most likely gonna come right now, but nothing for me here. I'm not gonna be shorting it just because I see a structure level here looking left. I do like this level. I do like it a lot, I gotta admit, but there are no places to set my stops. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up here the chart a bit. I'm really bad with leaving stuff on the charts. If Mr. TradingView can allow me to not lag this much. Unbelievable. Uneffing believable. And sometimes it works just fine. I mean, I don't really get it. Has to be my computer. I'm gonna go online today and seek for another computer. Yeah, like I was saying, there has to be something more than just this structure looking left. A nice structure level here coming into right now, and we're probably gonna get some relief here on the dollar yen. We're getting overbought here once more. We did get overbought here, ignored that almost completely, got a small pullback here and then continued higher. So yeah, that's my opinion on the dollar yen. Um, I am really interested in these higher levels though. So if we can get like a combination of some harmonics, the RSI, double top, divergence, uh, that would be really interesting. So yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait and see. We'll play the waiting game here on Doria. I am currently short. We can maybe take a look at that. I'm short the dollar cat. I am short the dollar cat, and I will be moving my stops to break even. I'm gonna check out if I hit the. No, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, according to TradingView here, we did. Let's see. Let's adjust this. Make this correct. Yeah, we did not quite hit. We're a pip away from hitting the 38, so I'll leave it. But when and if we hit 38, I'm gonna move this to break even. I am also short the New Zealand dollar, which is not going my way. As you can see, I shorted here. This is not how it looks. So we are getting into, we're hitting the resistance here. As you can see, a nice looking double or triple top here, which I shorted. I did get this move here, but I am shooting for bigger targets on the New Zealand dollar. I'm shooting for, check that out, on the 4 hour. So got short, yeah, I went short a little lower than the highs, the tops here. I went short of this bat pattern, and it looks something like this. Boom. About so. So as you can see, did not hit the 38, so I didn't move my stops to break even. So I'm still it's about 30 pips here. The ATR is about 30 pips, so I went 30 pips above the X leg here. We are currently respecting the X leg, and I'm shooting for targets here at the 71 even handle level, just above it. I think I am. Don't want to open up the Ninja Trader thing, because then TradingView starts to lag. But I have my limits set here just above the 70. Excuse me, just above the 71 even. And as you can see, 71 is acting, or was acting, as a psychological number here. Came down to 71 even, shot up. That's my dog, if you can hear her precious sound. Good dog. But then right now we are retesting the highs here, and the dollar CAD is moving opposite to the New Zealand dollar. So I'm not expecting winners on both. I'm expecting a loser on one, a winner on one, hopefully. Hopefully I'll get stopped on either pair and the other will go lower, hitting my targets. I have it set up that way. My targets on both pairs are larger than stops on both pairs. So by hitting stops on either pair, I will come out in profit. Not as much, obviously, but here we're shooting for targets. My targets was, what was it, 129? Don't remember, but 129 something. It was around the 618, just above the 618. So 163 pips here with a risk of, I think this is right, and we're lagging on TradingView. Please stop lagging, Mr. TradingView. I would deeply appreciate it. But as you can see right here, we came down, we almost hit the 38. We have structure here at the B, and now it's just a matter of, are we gonna keep going or are we gonna pull back here? Maybe test the highs once more. If we do that, I am assuming, hopefully, that the New Zealand dollar will act against the other pair and then continue downwards. So either way, this is probably gonna take some time finishing up today, tomorrow, the next day. The risk here on the dollar CAD is about 50 pips. I'm shooting for 163, and the targets, the stops on the New Zealand was 70.30 something. 73.32. So about, it's not a lot. I think about 40 pips here on the New Zealand dollar, which is called the Kiwi. But if you didn't know that, you can always go to forexlive.com /Jargo, which is a site I found, which is because I'm pretty bad with abbreviations and stuff like that, and I really hate it when people are talking. For example, if you join the live room and you comment something, oh, what do you think about the KCNA, the Korean Central News Agency, the state news agent of North Korea, and I don't really know what the KCNA is, and people, that's the thing I was talking about, the people that always have to be right. They know what KCNA is, I don't, and they expect or assume that I am a stupid head for not knowing that. It's just I'm really bad with slang and the abbreviations. So here you can see the Kiwi is the New Zealand dollar. So whenever someone's talking about the Kiwi or the Kiwi dollar, you can just look it up. That's what I'm gonna do. I have it here. I'm gonna have it here ready because I know the day will come when some punk ass will join the stream and he's gonna ask or state something about maple bonds, and I'm gonna say, what the hell is that? And he's gonna say, don't you know what maple bonds are? What a noob, or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna be ready when that time comes, and it's pretty nice to just read through it. I read through it. I mean, of course, obviously I know some of the slang and abbreviations in the industry, but I haven't set my focus so much to the technical aspect of the charts. I'm 95.6% focused on the technicals and the chart itself. But I sometimes forget that, of course, we have news events, we have news, we have the economy of different currencies and countries do matter. And I have been, for the last few weeks, months, I've been trying to get more into the fundamentals as well. Let's see if we can see if we have it would be awesome if fundamental were here. Oh no, it's not. But yeah, the news and news events and stuff like that, and abbreviations and stuff. For example, someone the other day was talking about the DAX. Not everybody knows that the DAX is the German stock index. So there are a few here that are obviously, I mean, I've never even heard or seen before. But there are others. Here's the euro dollar. There are others that do matter. Here you can see Fibonacci retracement. What is a Fibonacci retracement? That is a useful tool for traders as marketing corrects during trends. Right, so the FOMC, that's a news event. What is the FOMC? A Federal Open Market Committee that monetary policy settings groups within the Federal Reserve Bank of the USA. It consists of 12 members, the 7 members of the Federal Reserve Board, and 5 of the 12 Federal Reserve Bank presidents. 9 selected on a rotating basis for 1-year terms. So, I mean, it's pretty heavy when you read it, but if you have the time, I really like it just to read through it. And of course there are some basics here, a candle and a candlestick. If you're totally new, I mean, I wouldn't recommend you start by going onto and learn everything that you have to learn on slang in the forex market. That's not, I mean, the reason I haven't or didn't focus on the terminology of the whole thing is that, I mean, it's not as important as the technicals. That's just, and of course that is my opinion, so please don't bash out. I do realize that fundamentals and news and stuff like that are important, just to be clear. But yeah, enough about that. The New Zealand dollar, and yeah, like I was saying, the New Zealand dollar, the dollar CAD. I also, if you guys want to know, I also use this Oanda website here, which is pretty nice when you want to see if pairs are correlating or not. So here we have the dollar CAD, the New Zealand or the Kiwi dollar is strong high negative correlation, so moving opposite right now. This can change, this changes. So if the New Zealand dollar starts to be more correlated, then the color here will change and will be moderate or strong. You know, it's just a nice, it's nothing that I use in my trading. I never base trade decisions of this. It's just nice to know that like for example this here, I know that the New Zealand or the Kiwi dollar and the dollar CAD are not correlating, so I'm pretty comfortable sitting on these trades here. until either one gets stopped out, and hopefully we're gonna get stopped out in a strong break, so I can claim my targets as well. Because the danger if you're gonna trade based off of these pairs and hedging. Let's see if hedging is on this here. Ooh, nope. What bullshit is this? Well, there are other sites where you can see that, but if you're hedging, meaning that pairs are moving opposite, you can, of course, if you are if I was shooting for a target at the 618 and I got stopped out, and this Kiwi dollar was right, let's say at the 50, there's nothing that states that I won't get turned around and get stopped out as well. So it can be a dangerous game if you're hedging. It can obviously be the safer choice when trading, but it can also kick you in the balls. It can kick you in the balls. I have been kicked in the balls by hedging pairs. Let's just leave it at that. So let's check out where were we. We were at the pound yen. I took a trade on the pound yen yesterday morning, I think. Here you can see my trade setup. I went short on this bat pattern, and yeah, let's check down to the 1 hour. I went short on the bat pattern here, like you can see right here, and I hit the I hit the 38 and I moved my stops to break even, and then the market turned around on me. Fortunately, I had placed my stops to break even, so I went out of the trade with nothing happening. Sorry about that. So break even trade, that's fine. Similar setup on the pound and on the pound yen and on the dollar yen. Again, you can check out the pound yen here, and you can see that the dollar yen is very strong in correlation, so they tend to move like the dollar yen, pound yen, and euro yen tend to move alike. These are the pairs I have in my portfolio that correlate the most. And the euro dollar and Aussie, euro dollar and dollar CAD tend to move in opposite directions. And yes, then the Kiwi and the euro tend to move the same or similar. And there's the whole, you can go to the thing and check it out. But the pound, you can see that we similar story like we have on the dollar yen, coming up into this cluster right here. It's not nothing that is interesting here for a short. This is not a structure level that I'm interested in. Not until we get to this point right here, and if we can get to this point right here, this let's see if we can get trading view to. So not until we get to this point, and if we can get to this point, will I be interested in shorting the pound yen. And not even then, because I haven't. The ATR on the pound yen is ridiculously high. So the ATR is about 60 pips on the 1 hour, so it's pretty high. pretty high. So yeah, like I said, nothing that is interesting on the pound yen. I mean, same. I would expect the market to find some relief here, and as you can see, we have started to relieve ourselves. That's not a nice way to say it. But yeah, if we can get, if we're getting, I do not believe that we're gonna get the pullback all the way to this trend line here that we broke through. But obviously we could. There's nothing that can tell us that it's not. If we are gonna get all the way down here, that might be an interesting buy. Buy it up here, in expectance that the market's gonna push higher, around to the 139 level, somewhere around there. So, but yeah, I am expecting a relief here. The RSI is extremely overbought, or was when this candle closed. So yeah, it's just in my opinion, I think it's just going to be a matter of how big of a relief we're going to get. And we came into this cluster here, like I said, not the best. Not the best level. But yeah, that's my opinion on the pound yen. Not much on the pound yen. Similar on the euro yen, obviously. The differences with the pound yen and the difference between the pound yen and the euro yen and the dollar yen is that we have actually closed above the highest point, the highest points here. So, but the expectance is the same. I would expect the market to pull back. It's easier to see here on the euro yen where we could pull back into. We could pull back into this previous structure here. You can see it, pretty nice structure level right here, in expecting that the market's gonna push higher. But like I said, similar thing, we are overbought on the RSI. Excuse me. We are getting into this nice structure. This is more my forte here. This structure level right here. This would actually be a nice short if we could get a double top or something around this 115.70 level. But yeah, like I said, nothing that really is interesting for me right now. Let's check out how we're doing on the euro trade. So I went short. Sorry about that. I went short on the euro here, and it looks like we are a few pips down. Looks like we're a few pips down. That's fine. Here you can see the trade setup. So yeah, I started the week with, I've set 2 trades, the pound trade, the pound yen trade I just showed you guys, and a Aussie CAD trade, which we can check out next, which I got stopped out of here. It was a pretty I mean, I like the trade setup though. This double top here. We had the bearish divergence. and the nice risk to reward. So that was kind of we had a, or I had a tight stop on this one of 30 pips, just below 30 pips. So that's fine. It's great. It was a great risk to reward here on the Aussie cat. So I can lose a little more than 3 times just to be break even. So these are numbers that I accept. So let's check out the Aussie cat right now. I'm going to check back to a 4-hour chart here. Ooh. I really like this. I really like this. So we're extremely overbought on the 4-hour. We are at the highest point here since January, since April. So a short here is not a bad idea. Let's check down to the 1 hour. Let's see if we can enter this. See what we got here. No, the harmonic moves a little higher. I'm gonna check back down out to the, just check out to the daily here. I want to get a accurate, the highest point here. Move this line up. This is the highest point. And we just tipped it. I mean, we're getting an excellent risk to reward here. We can go to the 4-hour, take the ATR from there even. $30 pips. I do want to see some indication though. I want to see something more. I want to see some indication that the market wants to go lower here, like a pin bar or something like that. So I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching this Aussie cat. Um, I really do like this level. I really do like this level here. We can get an excellent risk reward. It's just gonna, in my opinion, it's just gonna depend on how long you're willing to hold. So yeah. I really wanna enter, but I wanna see like a retest here. That's my, that would be pretty awesome if we could get like a retest and get sucked back down like a pin bar or something. Maybe we'll form a double top here, a small double top, and some divergence. I'm gonna let this be for now. Still, I really want to short this. I want to sit, but I'm gonna play it a little conservative. Similar thing on the Aussie dollar here. See this level. This is the top of the Brexit. We have an ABCD here, I think. ABCD pattern here. Just higher, a little higher. Shorting the cat, the Aussie cat, shorting the Aussie dollar. Are things that I am really interested in. But it's a similar story here on the Aussie dollar. I want to see something, just a small indication that the market's gonna, that it really wants to go lower. Maybe a push and a deny here or something. I mean, I can place my stops above this high, so I'm not gonna be, I don't have to worry about a double top or stuff like that forming, but I wanna see like a entry signal here. This is not an entry signal here for me, and I can't go short just based off because I don't have a pattern in there. So I cannot make an aggressive sell. But if I can see if I can see some indication that the markets can go lower, I will sell this. So waiting game on the Aussie dollar and the Aussie CAD as well. So, but we have 3 trades running. I am done with my portfolio. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. But I think I'm gonna be calling it today. It was a nice stream. Not very vocal. That's fine. I enjoy to hear myself speak. So I do not mind that you guys do not want to talk. But hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you're watching the recording of this, you can watch the recording of all streams on forexviewers.com or go straight to the YouTube channel. I'm starting to upload all the videos onto my website as well, which is forexviewers.com. So you can check the videos out there as well, and you can also go to YouTube straight. But yeah, 3 trades running: the euro dollar, the Kiwi dollar, US dollar, and dollar CAD. These are my 3 trades. Hopefully we're gonna catch some pips this week. I'm down for the week just under 30 pips. So hopefully we can get a few winners here and have a nice trading week. But I'm gonna be streaming next on Thursday, so around the same time. Going out of town tomorrow, but I will set up a streaming station so I could stream on Thursday. It's probably gonna be around 10-11 London time, so watch out for that. Make sure you subscribe to the Twitch channel and all the other platforms and all that if you want to. If you don't, then don't subscribe. Simple as that. But yeah, Thursday, I'll see you guys then.